Brandon here, time listener of SexxxPerTease. Today's question is, what are some tips for making it work with someone who is the same sexual position as yourself? So basically, if a bottom is dating another bottom or a top is dating another top, how can they make the relationship work? I don't ever see myself in a relationship with another bottom. I just don't. I like sex too much. What is the point? But I feel like other people, anal is not everything, so they are more open to dating someone that's the same position as you. But I also feel like it's not really gonna work unless anal sex really isn't that important to you. Because I feel like if you like to fuck multiple times a week, it's not gonna work. You're both bottoms, you're both tops. The first tip is try to become more versatile. I just feel like you gotta practice, and now you have a partner you both can practice on each other on. You both have dicks, you both have holes, so again, you can use them in theory. So yeah, definitely just try to become more versatile. Also, I'm sure the relationship's gonna be a lot of oral only toys. That's a big recommendation too. If you're both bottoms or both tops, I'm sure it's gonna be lots of jerk off sessions or masturbation together. Get some toys you both can use, like a double-sided dildo. They got those whole things. I feel like you both can stick your dicks in, so it's you're double penetrating. That could feel good. That could be a lot of fun. You could do threesomes, of course, which I feel like is usually the go-to. Let's just have an open relationship since we're both bottoms, we're both tops. So then it's we can still get our fucking elsewhere, be together. But I also just kind of feel like that it's just no way to live. But I also feel like that's just no way I could live personally. But again, other people, anal sex is not everything. It's not as important to them. It's not a necessity in a relationship. But I also feel like if I identify as a bottom, I like to bottom. I like to get fucked. So I'm gonna want to get fucked, and I want to get fucked by my man. I don't want to have to outsource things that I feel like are basic needs in a relationship to somebody else. I feel like if we're not sexually compatible, I'm not gonna date you. And I also feel like people always love to say sex isn't everything, but again, the difference between a relationship and a friendship is that sexual attraction, that sexual chemistry, that you are fucking each other. If you're just friends, then yeah, your relationship is gonna be cool. You can basically do everything you can do in a relationship, but it's platonic. You're not fucking, you're not sexual with each other. So I kind of feel like, why am I in a relationship with someone who I'm probably just meant to be friends with? But again, I don't want to discourage or hate on your relationship, but I just feel like my recommendations are lots of invest in some toys that you both can use together. Also, maybe possibly have some threesomes or an open relationship if that is something that will work for you. Because I feel like if one of you really likes to fuck and wants to get fucked if you're both bottoms, and the other might be fine with just oral and masturbation, but I kind of feel like both of you have to literally be on the same page where you don't need anal to feel complete in your relationship. But if one of you does need that anal and the other one can't provide it, you're going to have problems. So you might have to do the threesome if you want to stay together, even though I kind of feel like you probably aren't meant to be together. But you will probably need to do that unless somebody's putting on a strap on, because maybe some people are bottoms because they suffer from erectile dysfunction and it just doesn't get hard fully or stay hard, which I also would recommend getting some erection pills. They have Hims or Viagra, Cialis, whatever. Research those Blue Chews, look into those. Maybe if you are bottom because you have ED, get something that will definitely help you, get it. Just get those pills, get some toys, mutual masturbation, threesomes. There's lots of stuff you can do to spice up this relationship to make sex happen between the two of you. So yeah, you do have lots of options, and I probably would feel like the last resort would be the threesome or be open, but I feel like, yeah, if you are in a relationship together, you need to focus on building that connection, that chemistry, that sexual desire and attraction fulfillment with each other. So you definitely need to focus on just the two of you before you ever think about bringing in a third person, because I do not recommend doing that. Because then it's also you're bringing in outside tops, and it's like, well, what if one of you falls for the top? And then you're just like, yeah, I don't want to be at the bottom anymore. Like, I'm a bottom, I want a top. And then you're just gonna like sabotage the relationship. So I kind of just feel like the very, 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 very last resort, if the sex between the two of you is not working, is to probably have threesomes. I also kind of feel like if it's that bad that you have to go outside the relationship to get fulfilled sexually, then this relationship is probably not the relationship for you. But yes, so there are lots of options. And if you're like two tops, like you can have a threesome at the bottom as a last resort. But then you also have toys together. You also can just get more into becoming more comfortable, more versatile. Like invest in some poppers so you can help relax you more to bottom. Weed honestly helps me the best. Like it really just helps me relax, get in that zone. It also makes it very like more comfortable to take dick. Like it's way less painful. I feel way less anxious. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna be a messy bottom. Is it gonna be bad? Does he not like it? Like all those thoughts like go out of my mind when it's like, I'm just hot. So I'm just kind of like, ooh, I enjoy this. I can feel good. I can feel more in the moment and not have all that like outside noise, brain activity. Like it really just really helps me the best. I even feel like with a vape or like an edible, like I don't even need the poppers as much as I used to. Like poppers do help, especially when you're like first putting it in, but I also just feel like being high also is like constant. So it's like you're high for like a while. Like a hit of a poppers maybe lasts like what, a minute or even less. So I just feel like you are better, or at least for me, like being high just helps me stay more in the zone longer than just hitting poppers. Because I don't like hitting the poppers constantly. Like I like it like maybe once or twice during the encounter, at most like 3 times, but like I just prefer hitting the vape or getting high. So yeah, there's plenty of possibilities that can help you. It's all about just becoming more comfortable with yourself. And honestly, like, if the relationship doesn't even work out, like, you at least can possibly leave it more versatile so that can help you in your future relationships, because I mean, being versatile could potentially give you way more options. So I think your best bet to make a relationship work between 2 bottoms or 2 tops is to at least try to become more versatile with each other. Bottoms, take some of those erection pills so you can get those dicks hard and up and running. Tops, invest in some poppers and some weed so you can relax more and get that hole nice and ready. Also get a douche so you can learn how to clean out. And hopefully that helps work in keeping your relationship lasting longer. So thanks for joining me for this episode of SexxxPerTease.